Hey guys, it's Mumu here. I'm a portfolio manager at Piggy Bank Asset Management, specializing in private equity. I know it sounds like one of those topics that will put you to sleep faster than a calculus class, but don't worry. I'm here to make it fun, relatable, and maybe a bit ridiculous, so even a 12-year-old can understand how it works. Let's get started. So what is private equity? To better understand what it is, let's start with what it is not. The opposite of private equity is public equity. Let's sort out what's public equity now. Think of it like when you're investing in a well-known, publicly traded company like Apple. Everyone knows Apple. When Apple wants to raise more money, they issue shares on the stock exchange. And when you grab a piece of Apple stock, it's like owning a slice of a massive pizza, and you're an Apple shareholder. Pretty straightforward, right? That's how we invest in public equity and how these public companies raise money to grow even bigger. They are publicly listed. They are like rock stars, always in the spotlight, and their every single move is analyzed by fans and the media. Tesla is another good example. Now, what about a local ice cream shop, say Mumu's Ice Cream? If I want to raise money and expand my business, can I sell slices of my shop on a public exchange like Apple and Tesla do? Not a chance. I'm just a small fry in this scoop. But if I truly believe Mumu's is meant to be the unicorn of ice cream, and I need serious cash to make that happen, that's where private equity comes in. Think of a private equity firm as a super rich friend who buys into my vision and supports my dream. Let's call them Rich Friend Capital. They hand me the money I need, so now I can have better recipes, more staff, new shops popping up across the country, and in return, they get a piece of my business. Fast forward a few years. Mumu's Ice Cream is now worth $1 billion. Yes, 10,000 times bigger than when we started. Mumu's on the cover of the Wall Street Journal, and Rich Friend Capital can just cash in and throw a huge party. That sounds like a pretty sweet deal. We both get something good out of working together. Well, of course, the private equity folks aren't just playing Monopoly with fake money. They get their funds from big-time players such as financial institutions, super wealthy individuals, and even pension funds. They have a lot of money to invest, and they can take higher risks for higher returns. Compared to traditional investments like stocks and bonds, private equity is the Wild West of finance. Now let's go over some headline-making private equity deals in the past decade. First up is Airbnb. Imagine a time when renting out a spare room to someone that you never met was a crazy idea. Yep, that was the early days of Airbnb. This brilliant concept, of course, became popular because not everyone could afford to spend a lot of money on hotels. Private equity firm Sequoia Capital saw potential in this innovative concept and invested early on. Sequoia gave Airbnb $585,000 and bought about 58 million shares of the company in 2009. It's like paying a penny per share in this deal. Thanks to Sequoia's support, Airbnb expanded its platform globally and went public in December 2020 with a market value of over $100 billion. Boom! Next, let's talk about Bumble. Bumble turned the dating world upside down by allowing ladies to make the first move. In 2019, private equity giant Blackstone took a majority stake in Bumble, providing the resources for Bumble to grow. And by 2021, Bumble went public with a valuation soaring to over $13 billion. This investment not only helped Bumble grow, but also empowered millions of people in their dating lives. Love is in the air. Make the first move. Now let's move on to GoPro. The company is known for its high-quality action cameras. Private equity firm Riverwood Capital invested in GoPro during its early days, supporting its expansion and technology development. When GoPro went public in 2014, it achieved a valuation of nearly $3 billion. Riverwood's investment helped GoPro become the go-to brand for a lot of travelers and vloggers wanting to capture their adventures. Say cheese! Lastly, we have Petco, the pet supply store. In 2015, CVC Capital Partners, along with the Canada Pension Plan Investment Board, acquired Petco for $4.6 billion. They saw the pet care industry booming and figured Petco was the golden retriever of retail investments. Under CVC's watchful eye, Petco got a makeover. They tightened up operations, added more toys and treats than a dog could ever dream of, and beefed up their online selling game. Fast forward to 2021, Petco went public, raised about $864 million from its initial public offering. In this case, CVC and Canada Pension Plan played fetch with Petco and turned the pet store into a Wall Street darling. What a bona fide success story! After all these exciting stories, you may want to ask, hey Moo, can I invest in private equity when I'm not an accredited investor? My answer is not directly, but we have indirect access. I'll explain a little. As I mentioned before, only the big-time players, such as financial institutions, pension funds, and accredited investors can invest in private equity funds. A side note here, to qualify as an accredited investor, you must have over $1 million in net worth, or more than $200,000 in earned income in the past 2 calendar years, with the expectation of the same earnings. Financial professionals with Series 7, 65, or 82 licenses also qualify. But don't get discouraged by that. You can still get some exposure by investing into a private equity mutual fund or an ETF. Big asset management companies like BlackRock, Invesco, and Proshare offer their private equity-focused ETFs to the public, but please make sure you do your research before buying into any of those. So there you have it, private equity. Demystified and debored. It's not just for finance geeks. It's a powerful tool that can turn dreams into reality, whether you're growing a business or investing in someone else's. Next time you hear about private equity, you'll know it's not some mysterious, boring thing, but an exciting world where big dreams and big money come together. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please share your thoughts in the comment section below and subscribe for more fun financial insights. Whether you're planning to conquer the business world or just want to be smart with your money, understanding private equity is a great step in your financial education. Until next time, happy investing. Peace out, Piggy Squad.